What's up, guys? Welcome back. We need to do a little bit of diagnosing with the new turb ski that we have on this car. New used turb ski. We're going to be pulling off the intake over here on the side. We'll pull that off, take a look, see if we can inspect the compressor wheel over here. And then I already pulled this heat shield piece off. We'll get this the rest of the way off. We need to pull this downpipe off this side over here to go ahead and take a look inside from the exhaust side over here and see if we notice anything that seems to be kind of off with it. I remember putting this on the car, and I kind of looked over everything before I installed this, and I didn't see anything that drew red flags. Everything seemed to be pretty decent, and there was hardly any shaft play at all with this. I just took off our intake arm over here. Even. This thing looks freaking beautiful in here. I'm not seeing any apparent issues from this. I'm getting hardly any movement with my finger, and it's not like you can hear any clicking or anything like that either. We're gonna drop this downpipe on the car here now. I have everything loosened up from the bottom, all the exhaust bolts, both of our O2 sensor and our AFR wiring harnesses are out of the way. We just need to pull this 10mm V-band bolt off here, and this should drop free right after that. I'm suspecting if there is any issues, more than likely I have a feeling it would be coming from this side. And we can also hopefully take a look at our wastegate arm inside of here. We might be able to see it a little bit better. And this is our exhaust side right in here. Upon further inspection here, now I'm not an expert on this by any means. I don't really know what I'm looking for other than just common wear. If we take a look down in this housing here, and I just took quite a few photos of this too as well. If you take a look at that cartridge, you'll notice it looks to me like there is actually some wear on it. Right on like the top of all those blades, right where that nut is, right in the middle of the actual cartridge itself. It appears there is a little bit of wear on that. That could potentially be our issue right there. And if that is, if it's just a simple cartridge, I don't think that's anything that would be too bad to do. I still might just send this out so that way I can get a second opinion over to Torque, since they're the ones that specialize with these and they should know. If you look inside, you can tell this is not normal and it's not supposed to be like that. It almost looks to me like there is a little bit of some like metal shavings down just underneath that, where that's where possibly that material that looks like it got grounded off fell down. I really don't know what could cause this. I also don't know if it was like this before I got it, or if it's something that happened after I kind of used this a little bit, because I hardly have any miles on this. I really don't know what it is that I could have possibly did that would have caused this. Because of where we're kind of at right now, we're gonna get this out of here. I am kind of happy to see that at least it looks like we do have a problem, and this one took a little bit of a while to find and actually figure out and hammer down that this is what it is. We now got this out and on the bench here. We can take a look at this a little bit better down here. And if we see, you can kind of see, I'll point to it, but right around this impeller wheel, you can see kind of all these metal pieces that were ground up just a little bit. I just separated this turbo here and pulled off the actual outlet part of it, and it's literally just 5 bolts, super easy. And then I also did take the V-band clamp off. I did a little bit more thinking about this, did a little bit more research. We have this in the vise. I think what I'm going to end up doing is, instead of shipping this out, waiting, we're going to probably have, it's probably going to take like a month from the time that we ship this out. They receive it, work on it, do whatever they need to do, ship it back to me. It's probably going to be about a month, and it's also probably going to cost a lot more than it's going to be for me just to throw a new cartridge in this. Looks like the cartridges run right around 300 bucks or so if you get them. If you get a proper spec one that's a Garrett Honeywell cartridge, which I'm assuming is the same thing that's in here. I can't quite find a part number really on this to match anything. There's this part number right over here, and then there's also this QR code scanner, but neither one of those, when I look it up, pops anything up. So I don't really know exactly what this is. I'm trying to get these separated right now anyways, so I can get this cartridge out of here. I want to get it out, inspect it. Damn, should be releasing by now. Boom. Let's take this over here and inspect it. There was definitely quite a bit of crud just on the top side right in here. You can kind of see some of it still on there. Could just be carbon buildup, I'm not quite sure. And I can already see major issues. So if we take a close look, trying to get the lighting decent here. We have a crack right here, all the way going down. We have a crack right here. And we have a crack right here. Now these are all exposed underneath this piece right here once we pulled that part out. Now I did not notice those until just now. They were not there. I did not just cause those disassembling this. Disassembling this actually went pretty smooth and I was extremely careful. These were already there. And this is part of the reason why we're having issues with this and it's not working or functioning properly. And these cracks, actually this one, it goes all the way down. This one's actually a pretty decent one. There, you can kind of see it on camera right there. It's definitely apparent. So 3 cracks in total is what I'm seeing. Oh, actually, there's even, no, wow, the more I look, the more I see. There's actually another crack over here, another crack here. Man. This exhaust housing is absolutely hammered. In addition, let's kind of take a look here and see if we can see anything on this. That roll pin right there is beat to hell and smashed to the side. That might have been me, I'm not really quite sure. Nothing too bad. The fins, they're all fine on the edges. It's just the actual top portion, which is, it's kind of odd if you ask me. That wear seems really weird how that would have happened. The only thing I'm not sure of is we might not be completely screwed. This side over here, if this, I don't know if this had to be machined in order to fit. I think it was more so just this other side over here that had to be machined to fit. I might be able to take my old exhaust housing piece and get it to work if I were to buy a new cartridge, because I can take it off of, I can take that off of my old turbo. I can probably find that out here in just a quick minute if I go disassemble that, and we can see if this actually would work, because we might be able to finagle and swap parts in order to get stuff to work out here. In summary, with these 2 parts, I tried converting over cartridges, swapping parts, trying to get these exhaust wheels to fit inside of each other, and they just don't fit. I was not able to get these to work out. I thought it would. It isn't going to work. I really can't go any further than this. From this point, I'm just going to have to make a decision with what setup I'm going to be running on my car. I'm going to have to come up with something new and try to figure out something here, and hopefully relatively quickly, because this car has just been sitting. I'm going to have to make a decision here. So you guys will see me next once I get a new setup to run on this car.